Hello everyone, welcome to Unknown Facts. So students, in this video we will going to solve health research fundamentals. Week 3rd assignment is ready. So let's solve the assignment. In week 3rd there are 3 quiz assignments. Quiz assignment 7, 8 and 9. So at first we will solve quiz assignment 7, experimental study designs. So in this assignment in total of 10 questions are there. So let's solve it from starting. So question number 1 is, which of the following is one of the cornerstones of a RCT: recruitment, randomization, blinding and sampling? So for this question the answer will be randomization. Okay, option B. Question number 2 is, which of the following is are true in a clinical trial? Option A is sample size determination. Option B is approval from regulatory authority. Option C is agreement between the investigators and sponsors. And option D is all of the above. So the answer will be all of the above. Option A, option B, option C, all are correct. So for question number 2, option D will be the answer. Question number 3rd is, key methodological components of a randomized controlled trials are. 4 options. Option A is use of a control to which the experimental intervention is compared. Option B is random assignment of participants to intervention. Option C is taking informed consent from all study participants. And option D is all the above. So the answer will be all the above. All options, option A, option B and option C are correct for this question number 3rd. Option D will be the answer. Now in question number 4, the purpose of a double blinding or double masking in a clinical trial is to achieve comparatively all arms of a clinical trial, or avoid observer and subject bias, or avoid observer bias and sampling variation, or avoid subject bias and sampling variation. So question number 4, the most appropriate answer would be option B, avoid observer and subject bias. Now let's move to question number 5. Question number 5 is, what is the purpose of randomization in a clinical trial? Option A is get better power for data analysis. Option B is generalizing the study findings to the population which is not studied. Option C is achieve balance in baseline characteristics. And option D is guarantee that the statistical tests have valid significance level. Okay, so the answer will be achieve balance in baseline characteristics. That is in option number C. So for question number 5, answer will be option C. Question number 6 is, which phase of a clinical trial is referred to as a post-marketing surveillance? So we have to answer the phase. There are 4 phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. So the answer for this question will be phase 4. Okay, that is in option number D. So question number 7 is, which of the following interventions can be tested in a clinical trial? There are also 4 options available in this question: new vaccines, new drugs, new diagnostic kit and all the above. So all the above are the correct ones. So for this question option D will be the answer. Question number 8 is single blinding or masking is practiced at the level of investigator or participants or analysts or none. So the answer will be participants. Okay, option B will be the answer. Question number 9 is a pharmacologically inactive agent that investigators administer to participants in the control group of a trial is called as. So for this question is called as placebo will be the answer, that is in option number B. So for question number 9, option B will be the answer. So last question for this assignment 7 in week 3rd is biased outcome ascertainment happens when participants may report symptoms or outcomes differently. Physicians or investigators may elicit symptoms or outcomes differently. Participants may report symptoms or outcomes in a similar manner. Physicians or investigators may elicit symptoms or outcomes in a similar manner. Choose the right answer below. So for question number 10, which one will be correct? Option 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, and 4 and 1. So the answer will be 1 and 2. Participants may report symptoms or outcomes differently, and physicians or investigators may elicit symptoms or outcomes differently. So now all the questions were solved. So submit the assignment number 7. Now move to assignment number 8. Let's solve it. In assignment 8 again there were 10 questions. So question number 1 is to reduce selection bias in case control studies all the following are true except. In this question there were true statements are given, we have to choose the incorrect one. So option A is use population based design, option B is apply different eligibility criteria for selecting cases and controls, option C is both cases and controls undergo the same diagnostic procedures, and option D is avoid hospital based design. So the answer will be apply different eligibility criteria for selecting cases and control. Option B will be the answer for question number 1. We have to choose here false one. Okay, so option B will be the false. Question number 2 is randomized clinical trials can be best described as experimental studies or analytical studies or descriptive studies or all the above. So the answer will be experimental studies. Okay, that is in option number A. So option A will be the answer. For question number 3rd, the statement is better recall of exposure among the cases in a base control study can result in information bias or confounding or investigator bias or selection bias. So the answer will be option A, information bias. Okay. Question number 4 is obtaining an estimate that is generalizable to relevant study population in an epidemiological study is external validity or internal validity or bias or confounding. So the answer will be external validity. Okay. Option A will be the answer for question number 4. Now question number 5 is systematic selection of more number of exposed participants with the higher risk of outcome in a cohort study will result in. So for this question the most appropriate answer will be selection bias. Okay. So option number A will be the answer for question number 5th. Question number 6 is the main reasons for random assignment in a clinical trial is or are. Option A is to maintain equal number of participants in each arm. Option B is to minimize confounding. Option C is to minimize co-interventions and bias in outcome ascertainment. Option D is B and C are true, and option A is A and B are true. So for question number 6, option B and C are true. That means option D will be correct for this question. B and C are true. Question number 7 is the method which can be used to handle confounding during data analysis in an epidemiological study is multivariate analysis or restriction or matching or randomization. So the answer will be multivariate analysis, option A. Okay, for question number 7, option A will be answer. Question number 8 is all are true regarding measure to reduce information bias except in this question. Again, all the statements are correct ones. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Statement 1 is precise operational definitions of all variables. Option B is detailed measurement protocols. Option C is adequate sample size, and option D is training, certification and recertification of data collectors. So the incorrect one is detailed measurement protocols. So for question number 8, most appropriate answer would be option B, detailed measurement protocols. Question number 9 is sorry, by mistake I have answered correct one. Please correct it. And the question number 8, for question number 8, the most appropriate answer would be adequate sample size. That is in option number C. Okay, so sorry for that. Now let's move to question number 9. Question number 9 is any process that tends to produce results that depart systematically from values in a research study. Option A is chance, option B is bias, option C is random error, and option D is effect modification. So answer will be bias. Okay, option B. The last question for assignment number 8 is variability in estimation due to unknown and uncontrollable causes is chance, bias, confounding, or effect modification. So the most accurate answer for this question will be option A, that is chance. Okay, now we have completed assignment 8. Submit it. The last assignment, that is assignment 9. Let's solve it. So learners, if you are new to the channel, then please I request you to please subscribe the channel for upcoming week answers, and if you like the content, then don't forget to hit that like button, and please, it's my humble request to share it with needy ones. Okay, uh, now solve question number 1. Question number 1 is open-ended group interviews that promotes discussions among participants. Four options: in-depth interviews, focus group discussions, participant observation, structured interviews. So the answer for this question will be focus group discussions. Okay, that is in option number B. For question number A, option B will be the answer. Question number 2 is which of the following study decision designs can be used as a tool generate ideas, hypotheses: qualitative study, case control study, experimental study, or cohort study. So answer will be qualitative study. Okay, for question number 2, option A will be answer. Question number 3 is open-ended one-to-one interviews to discover interviews on framework of meanings, in-depth interviews, focus group discussions, participant observation, structured interviews. So the answer for this question will be in-depth interviews. Okay. Option A will be the answer for question number third. Now move to question number 4. The qualitative data analysis method in which investigators codes text into categories and build theoretical models. That is content analysis or grounded theory or schema analysis or hermeneutics. Okay. So for question number 4, the answer will be grounded theory, option B. Okay. Question number 5 is the main methods used in qualitative research method include all except in-depth interviews, focus group discussions, participant observation, structured questionnaire based interviews. So for question number 5, structured questionnaire based interviews will be the correct answer, because we'll have to choose odd one from it. Okay, all are correct except are asking in the question. So option D will be the answer for question number 5. Now the question number 6 is the observer becomes a part of the group or event in this method of qualitative study. In-depth interviews, focus group discussions, participant observation, structured interviews. So question number 6, participant observation will be the answer, that is in option number C. Okay. Question number 7 is one of the reasons that the results of in-depth interviews are not generalizable is because of random sampling, cluster sampling, purposive sampling, and the last one option is stratified random sampling. So for question number 7, option C, purposive sampling will be the answer. Question number 8 is which of the following are characteristics of qualitative research methods? Objective, measurable, reliable and repeatable, or subjective, measurable, credible and repeatable, subjective, credible, inductive and interpretation of responses, objective, credible, inductive and interpretation of responses. So the correct order will be subjective, credible, inductive and interpretation of responses, that is in option number C. So for question number 8, the most accurate answer will be option C. Okay, now only 2 questions were left. So question number 9 is all the above following are situations in which qualitative research methods can be used except familiar and sufficiently researched method to seek the depth of understanding, exploration of behaviors, and view the social phenomena holistically. Okay, so the answer will be familiar and sufficiently researched matter, that is in option number A. So for question number 9, option A will be the answer. And the last question but not the least is the result of these studies are measurable and repeatable. Which one is this? Quantitative studies, qualitative studies, both of the above, none of the above. So it is the result of these studies are measurable and repeatable, that is quantitative studies. Okay, so submit it. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe it, and please it's my request to like it and share it with needy ones. Okay, thanks for watching the video.